All right, let's move on to the final step of this process. One, we've scheduled our daily alone time. Secondly, we've soaped it. And third, we want to stretch it. Now, what do I mean by this? What I mean is we want to take what God has done in our daily alone time with Him, all that we've learned and all that we're applying, and not just leave it during that 1 hour, 15 minutes of the morning or the evening that we've studied it. We want to expand that throughout our day. And we want to come back to those things, the verses that we've read, the ideas that God's taught us, the application. If you read through Scripture, you see that great men and women of God constantly, not just once a day, turn to God. Morning, noon, and night, it says that Daniel prayed and David prayed to God. And you see it in the life of Paul and even in the life of Jesus. What we want to do is not just to check off our list that we did our little spiritual thing, but we want to make sure that it's impacting us all throughout the day. So I'd encourage you at different moments where you find a quiet space, and maybe for just a minute or two, and look at that scripture again, or look at the application that you've written down. Pray about it one more time. And then when you get to the end of the day, I think one of the greatest practices you can do is to review your day with God. To just go over all the things that have happened, thank God for the good, the bad, ask Him for protection, and say, this is where, I applied the scripture well or I didn't, and spend some time with God just looking at the day that you spent and ask Him to give you great rest and get you up in the morning, if your quiet time's in the morning, where you can begin the process all over again. See, the idea is not that you're doing something to get God's favor, that the more quiet times you have or the longer you pray, God's going to love you. That's not the case at all. We don't want to turn this into some legalistic thing, but we do want to make it a habit that creates life change. And the best way to do that is to start your day or end your day with this moment, and then allow that to propel you through the rest of your time.